Hello. Happy, whatever day it is, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? How are we all? Faye Edwards here, as always. Lost count of the days now. I think we're on about number 9. And today, it is invest in yourself. What does that mean? It's become a buzzword. We hear it all the time. But man, is it important. It is flipping important. And you know why? Because if we don't, there's no change. And without change, there's no growth. And without growth, there is stagnation. And you're choosing your status quo. So you need to invest. Doesn't necessarily mean financially, but it can be. It's invest in respect. It's invest in time. It's invest in knowledge. So all of those things that enrich you, that enhance your take on the world, is about investing in you, and it's giving yourself time. We deserve it. I think I've mentioned her before, but there's a great book by a lady called Nick Pigeon, Now Is Your Chance. And have you ever heard a true word spoken? Now is your chance. Not tomorrow, not in 5 minutes, not at the beginning of next month. I'll start at the beginning of October or November, whichever month it bite me. Now is your chance to make the change. There's also an amazing book, Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I counted this morning. In the past year, I've read 57 books. And I'm not saying this to go, whoa, I'm awesome. I'm saying this to go, there is no wonder I have changed my outlook, my perception, my standpoint, my way of looking at life, because I have absorbed and taken in and drunk information that I can then harness to change my life and to change the lives of people around me. I've got some quite interesting issues, neurodiverse children, if anybody else knows what that means, as well as the business and things. 57 books in a year, and they've all been personal growth, self-development of that point. So my point wasn't to say, oh my gosh, I'm amazing, I've read 57 books. It was to say, find the books that work for you. And when I first read Nick Pigeon, Now Is Your Chance, I was like, oh, it's so simple. Right now. And Big Magic, Elizabeth Gilbert, right now. Make the change. And the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. When your alarm goes off, you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Every single day I do that. And it means that I'm out of bed by 6 o'clock and 5 seconds. And I'm up and about. I'm no snoozing. Who wants to snooze? It's horrible, that feeling. People think they're giving themselves a treat, and they're actually giving themselves some kind of ritualistic torture, because just as you nod back into the next 15 minutes, it goes off again. And by then, you've gone into this weird, deep sleep. And so then you're rousing yourself out of something worse. Don't do it. Alarm goes off, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up and out. It's amazing. So you can see there's a theme between Now Is Your Chance, Big Magic, the 5-second rule. They're all written by women as well. And they're all about investing in yourself. But Now Is Your Chance gives you 30 things that you can do, that you can incorporate really easily into your daily life, that is going to absolutely transform your life. One small thing. One day it's drink water. The next it's brush your hair, put your lip liner on. The next, it's clear your desk space. Things that are really simple that get shunted along our to-do lists, and they never quite make it into the done list because they deprioritise themselves. We all go, oh, I'll drink a bit more water. I'm not water obsessed, by the way, but we all know how important it is. So I'm going to, for the next 30 days, with the help of Nick Pigeon, talk about each of those steps, because by the time we get to the end of the 30 days and they have become part of our routine, the effect and the impact is really awesome. And we have to do these things. We have to invest in ourselves. Just getting tea. Because nobody else will. It's nobody else's job. It's no one else's responsibility. Nobody else can. Nobody else can know what we want or need. And so there's only us who can do it. And I think actually taking responsibility is the important thing here. Really saying, I am responsible for me, nobody else is. I'm responsible for how I react to things, and I'm responsible for the impact that things have on me. Taking responsibility. So, where and how can you invest in yourself? Taking time to have a cup of tea. That's a self-investment. Making sure that you eat and drink well each day. That's an investment. Tell you, when I was busy, so many days it got to 4 o'clock, I'd not had anything to eat. I was by then ravenous, probably not thinking straight, shoved something in without thinking whether it was going to make me feel good or whether it was good for my body. Just had to have some fuel. That's not cool. That's not, I'm so busy, I don't have time to eat. That's, I'm being a bit of an idiot. I'm not prioritising the things that need prioritising, including myself and my own brain and body functions. Prioritise them. Invest in yourself. Plan. Sit down and plan your lunch, your tea. I'm not one to stop working while I have a cup of tea. I have a lot of tea. If I stopped working every time I had a cup of tea, I would do no work. I'm not one to do that. But I always have tea bags. I've no idea what this is advertising. Levers and Co. So I always have, this is nettle and peppermint. I always have tea. Make time for tea. What else can you invest in? What's the next book you're going to read? Can you give yourself 15 minutes a day? At the beginning of September, I said I was going to give myself 30 minutes a day to write my book. I did that 4 times. So for October, it's going on my daily planner and in my daily planner. And most days it will even be the same time of day. So whether it's 8:30 till 9 or whichever slot, and then you start to create the habit. So are you going to write a book? Is that your investing yourself? Have you been wanting to do a course for ages? Or not even wanting to? Do you need to? Is it bookkeeping? Is it something creative? Do you want to go to college? Do you want to study counselling? Do you want to join a knitting group or a choir? What course or learning could you honour yourself with and start? Make those changes. Find the course. Do research. Did you want to have a weekly session with the Pilates instructor? Did you want to go to yoga? Do you want to join the tennis club? All those things are self-investments, and they need to be done to be able to create a rounded, sustainable lifestyle. We can all work ourselves into the bone, and so many people think they're so cool for the amount of days they've worked in a row and the amount of hours they've worked in a day. Who for? What for? There's kind of a weird martyrdom, isn't there? It's martyrdom, one-upmanship. Oh, I've not had a day off in 3.5 years. 3.5 years? I haven't had a day off in 6 years. Who are the fools there? It's really obvious. It's not cool. And it's really tempting and really difficult to escape the trap of working all the hours, especially when it's your own business and when you have families and home management and everything else. But really, that's not what life is for, and we all know that. Do you need to invest in yourself by booking a holiday? Probably for next year, because we don't know what's going on with everything at the moment. But that's another way of investing in yourself. You have to start treating yourself as your best asset. You have to start looking at yourself and saying, how can I enrich me? Because the more enriched and enhanced I am, the better all of our lives are going to be. Do you need a mentor? or a coach? Do you want to join a coaching group of like-minded people, a mastermind, people that you can bounce off twice a month? What are the things that you would benefit from? And if they seem expensive, ask yourself, is there value in this? And is the value going to weigh and pay off the benefits and the cost? And if it is, you need it. We've got to really learn to trust our instincts. You know, the ideas that flit through your head and we just pass them off? They don't happen for no reason. They are really strong messages from your subconscious saying, you have to listen to this. This is a message from me to you. I've had a few recently, and I'm making note of them. Some of them make me laugh. But if you've had a niggling thought or idea that you should do a course, join a club, reach out to a certain type of people, then do it. It really is a strong message from your subconscious to you saying, oi, this is what you need to be doing. And I promise you, when you do follow those kind of things, they always bring amazing results. They have a great impact. So from tomorrow, we're going to be doing Now Is Your Chance, 30 days of what can you do today to change your life. And I want you to let me know what you're doing to invest in yourself, and whether it is a case of listening to those inner voices and honouring them and going, okay, I've listened, let's action something, let's acknowledge this and see where it goes, because it can be really exciting. That's exactly how I got my first public speaking engagement, by listening to something that I thought was ridiculous and out there and wildest dreams kind of scenario that led to something amazing that has turned into something massive for me. So invest in yourself. That's the plan. And also a great time, I think. Autumn is a time when we can hunker down a bit and start to think, right, especially with a hot chocolate. I have a hot chocolate in my head. And think, right, I'm worth this. Over these next few months, I'm going to need some cherishing and some self-loving and some understanding. So it's a perfect time to get this in. So do let me know and interact each day. Let me know what you're choosing. It's going to be early on each video, but let me know all through the day and how you're getting on with Now Is Your Chance. So invest in yourself. Take care.